This is 3 News Daily.
Hi there, everybody. This is 3 News Daily, and I'm Stephanie Haney. Thanks for being here on this Tuesday, October 11th, for your top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. So let's get right into those stories. We're starting off in Cleveland, where the Cuyahoga Metropolitan Housing Authority is being sued by the family of Arthur Keith. Now, Arthur was only 19 years old when he was shot and killed by a CMHA officer named James Griffiths. That happened in 2020. The shooting was investigated, and it went before a grand jury, and that grand jury did not indict Griffiths on any charges. However, Arthur's mother filed a wrongful death lawsuit in federal court in Cleveland, and that was just last week. Attorney Stanley Jackson says this is another step in getting justice for the Keith family. Jackson also represents the family of Malik Rockmore, who was shot and killed by a CMHA officer just over a month ago. That was on September 5th. And today we are exactly 4 weeks out from Election Day. That means it is your last day to register to vote in the November 8th election. So here are a few things that will be on the ballot. There's a Senate seat up for grabs, congressional seats, the governor's office, state and local officials, and also several amendments to the Ohio Constitution. So clearly, lots of important stuff, so make sure your registration is up to date. Certain people can do that online. It's a very simple process. We've got links for all of this information on WKYC.com, and if you want to vote early, that starts tomorrow on Wednesday, October 12th. Okay, now let's hear it for high school students from the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, because these kids are literally changing lives. They are designing and building prosthetic hands. They're doing this at the Great Lakes Science Center with 3D printers. It is amazing what you can do with a 3D printer. Now, these hands will go to kids here in Northeast Ohio and all around the world, and not just kids, too. This is part of a community project through Greater Cleveland's first robotics initiative, and today, they presented custom design hands to one of their parents who lives right here in Cleveland. How incredible is that? Also, now we're learning that Governor Mike DeWine has announced that Ohio will be the home of a new $3.5 billion battery plant from Honda and LG, and they'll be hiring 2,200 people to staff the site. It'll be off of Interstate 71 in Fayette County. That's about 40 miles southwest of Columbus. Construction will start early next year, and Honda says they hope to have production up and running by 2025. So to get that going, they'll be investing $700 million to hire 300 new employees, and that'll be between the Marysville and East Liberty assembly plants and also the engine plant here in Anna, Ohio. And today is also the start of the American League Division Series, and the Guardians are in New York to take on the Yankees for the first game in a best-of-5 series. So the first pitch for tonight is at 7:37 p.m., and then they'll be in Cleveland for Game 3 on Saturday. So 2 games in New York, then they're coming to Cleveland for at least 1. Now, if games 4 and 5 are needed, they'll be in Cleveland on Sunday, and then back to New York on Monday, again, if needed. Hopefully the Guardians just sweep and we don't need those games. The Guardians are going up against the best scoring offensive team in the league, though. But manager Tito Francona, he's got confidence. Here's what he says.
I think our group is special now, and I enjoy going through it with them. We have ups and downs. I know, we have tough conversations, but it's a fun group to go through competition with. I kind of stay really in the moment.
These are fun guys to be in the moment with, and even when that moment lasts 15 innings like it did on Saturday in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series, I'm in. Let's show them what we got. Let's beat those Yankees. All right, let's talk about some big names coming here to Cleveland, because YouTube star Adam the Woo, that's what he's known as, arrived in Northeast Ohio. He was here in Cleveland to watch the Guardians versus the Tampa Bay Rays during that Wild Card Series. So while he was here, he also hit up the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Love that he's showing off our spots to all of his YouTube followers. Also, Mabel's Barbecue on East 4th Street. He was tailgating for the Sunday Browns game. The tailgate before the game is always fun. That's when you have that hope. You have that hope that they're not going to leave us high and dry like they did on Sunday. Back to Adam the Woo, though. He also filmed, or didn't film, but he did shoot his videos at the filming location for the Avengers and the Christmas Story, Playhouse Square, and the Giant Chandelier. So we've got videos of his trip on WKYC.com, so make sure you check that out. And in entertainment news, Blink-182 is touring again, and the band is coming back to Cleveland. Now, this is the first time in nearly 10 years that they'll be reuniting for a global tour. It's perfect timing because they have a new single coming out on Friday, and they haven't been in the studio together for a while. So the show is May 16th. It's at Rocket Mortgage FieldHouse. Now, I'm wondering if we're going to get Kardashians here since we've got the Travis Barker connection with Kourtney Kardashian. You can buy those tickets starting at 10 a.m. next Monday, by the way. So May 16th, put it on your calendar. And tourism in Cuyahoga County made a full rebound in 2021. That was after the drop in travel from the COVID-19 pandemic. Destination Cleveland reports that Cleveland saw 16.1 million new visitors last year. That is a 17% increase from 2020, and we love to see it. You know what we also love to see is a $9.3 billion impact that those people left on our local economy. That includes $1.3 billion in federal, state, and local taxes. And that means, my friends, that our visitors saved Cuyahoga County residents almost $1,200 in taxes. So our own Carmen Blackwell will be breaking down what all that means and the math and how that works out. That'll be starting at 4 o'clock on What's New. All right, now for our question of the day. Holiday sales are already underway. Amazon Prime is doing something special over the next couple days. So for our gift-giving sale shoppers, we want to know, do earlier sales make you start holiday shopping sooner, or do you prefer to wait for Black Friday, and why? I wish I was in the group of people that are really on top of things and doing this very early, but I am not. And I also have never been a Black Friday shopper. So clearly I'm missing out. I need to learn your ways. But aside from that, we want to know what you think. So you can post your comment on the WKYC Facebook page or the What's New Facebook group page, and we will talk about it at 4 o'clock during What's New. And here's something that you can maybe put on your holiday shopping list. Brown's Nick Chubb has cereal on the shelves again. It's called Chubb Crunch. Remember, that's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. He did this last year too. And this year he went with the Batman design again for the box. So maybe it's a little Halloween related, but still would make a good holiday gift. So you can get it now in some Northeast Ohio Heinen's grocery stores. And the same as last year, part of the proceeds go to First Candle. Now that's a group that's dedicated to ending sudden infant death syndrome and other sleep-related infant deaths. So this group also provides information and education on the syndrome and support to families who have lost loved ones far too soon. And we also know this is a cause that's close to the Chubb family. So if you're interested, you can check out that Chubb Crunch and you can support it. Okay, before we go, let's take a moment to celebrate our LGBTQ+ community, because today is National Coming Out Day. People started recognizing this day in 1988. That was on the anniversary of the first National March on Washington for lesbian and gay rights. So if you're looking for LGBTQ+ resources, we have a lot of stories on this. We have links to the LGBT Community Center of Greater Cleveland on WKYC.com. They're doing great things with that group. They've got a whole new community they're building called Studio West 117th. Our Emma Henderson has done an incredible job reporting on that. So go to the website and check it out. And remember, 3 News Daily is also a podcast, so if you would prefer to listen to the show, you can do that on all of your favorite podcast platforms. If you're watching with us on YouTube or Instagram or WKYC+, we appreciate you. If you're seeing this on the WKYC.com website, thanks for being with us here for 3 News Daily today. We'll see you back tomorrow with more of your top stories from Northeast Ohio.